I would like to see Mr. Watson prosecuted to the full extent.
He's talking about Randy Watson. The family filed a police report against the 43-year-old who submitted paperwork in probate court days after Uncle Evans Lee Jr. died. Randy sought to inherit whatever assets remained. This probate court petition shows Randy signed a sworn statement that he was the only child and sole heir. No additional proof or supplemental documentation was required. As a result, the probate judge appointed Randy Watson the administrator of the estate.
What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Hope your day's going pretty good. My day's going pretty good. Got a story for y'all today coming out of Lithonia, Georgia. And shout out to everybody in Lithonia, Georgia. Now, let's get into the story. How many of you work hard for everything that you have? From your house, to your vehicle, to the clothes on your back, to the money in your bank account or in your pocket. And one day you pass away, leaving an inheritance to someone in your family, whether it's your child, your mother, your father, or anyone. And after you pass away, the inheritance does not go to anyone in your family, not even blood family. Sad. That's what's going on in this case right here. This here is 43-year-old Randy Watson. Look at the picture. What this man right here did was very dirty. Very dirty. Sick dirty. I mean, it just makes you upset when you think about what this man here did. Back in 2022, Evan Lee Brown Jr. died. And he left a lot of inheritance for his family. So his nephew, Leon Brown, was looking to inherit a lot of things from his uncle. And the nephew also said that he had a lot of memories on the property around where his uncle stayed. Now, his uncle worked in construction. He built things, worked hard, a hard working man. As you can see right here on this picture right here, he got these Lincolns. So this man had two of them. So you know this man was balling back then. When you were driving a Lincoln back then, that used to be my dream car. Not today though. That's an old man car to me today. So let's get into the story. The family filed a police report against Randy, and he submitted paperwork to a probate court days after Evans Lee Jr. died. So soon when this man passed away, somehow he was able to go to probate court and file for this man's estate. Let's get into some more. Now, Randy sought the inheritance in the assets that remain. Randy signed a sworn statement and said that he was the only child of Evans Lee Jr. And there was no additional proof that was required.
This probate court petition shows Randy signed a sworn statement that he was the only child and sole heir.
So once he filed for all that, he didn't have to prove nothing. Only thing he had to do was word of mouth. How in the world is this even legal? And how did he get away with doing this? Very simple, very easy, very fast, just like that. Let's get into some more. The probate judge granted Randy Watson the administrator of the estate. So he gained access to everything that his father owned. Now, this is the messed up part about this. Evans Lee Brown Jr., the crazy thing about this is that he had no children at all. Zip, none, not a son, not a daughter, not an adopted child, nobody.
Just one problem. Evans Lee was not his father. In fact, Evans Lee was no father at all. He had no kids, which means Randy Watson is not his son, not even close.
He had no children when he died. And this man was able to go lie and sign for his assets and everything that remained that he owned. He was able to gain access to that. What type of garbage is that? Let's get more into the story. A certified DNA test proved that he was not the son of Evan Leach Jr. and not even a family member. This dude was not even a family member, not a blood relative, not a godson, nothing. Nobody knew who this dude was. How? Leave it in the comments and let me know what y'all think about that. How in the world was this guy able to do this? Especially in the state of Georgia. What in the world is going on in Georgia? Especially in Lithonia, Georgia. What is going on? Let's get some more of the story. This was a court-ordered paternity test that was filed by the family. So when the family found out somebody had filed for some paperwork on this man's estate, they went to the court and wanted a DNA test and see what was going on, because they puzzled also. At more than a year of waiting, the judge ruled everything over to the original family. But guess what? It was too late at that point. You may be saying to yourself, why was it too late? They went through a whole year of trying to figure out what was going on. But it was too late. And the reason it was too late was because everything was gone. From the house was foreclosed on. And all the items that this man owned was sold. It was so bad to the point that this man was some way able to go to the funeral home. Listen to this. Go to the funeral home and say that he was this man's son. He was even able to sign on the death certificate and put all the wrong stuff on it. Everything was a complete chaos. And I'm saying to myself, how was he able to do this? So this man got this guy, Randy Watson, got Evan Lee Brown Jr. cremated. And this man said he wanted to be buried beside his wife. And this man, Randy Watson, cremated this man. How in the world was he able to gain access to do that? So he did all that, just making a mess all over the place. And the family trying to figure out, where is the money? Where is the estate? Where is the possessions? Where is everything? This man lied and said somebody robbed him for the money and a whole lot of other things. And he also said they robbed him also for the man's ashes. Trash. Trash, trash, trash. Talking about black on black crime. Talking about your own doing your own. All skinfolk ain't your kinfolk. This is sad. This is straight up trash here. His nephew looking to inherit some things from his uncle. Probably had a real good relationship with his uncle. And you got some garbage like this 43-year-old Randy Watson lies and was able to take over the estate and also this man's possessions. He was able to sell things and gain money from this. No telling what this man did. Now, I'm with the nephew on this. This man should be prosecuted. This man should be locked up forever and should never, ever be able to roam these streets ever again. I hope this guy get prosecuted. I hope this guy pay for this. Because this man, Evan Lee Brown Jr., worked hard for all this stuff he had. And especially, he did not want to leave it here for somebody to take over and steal all of his possessions. And none of his family members gained no access to anything. Soon when this man died, this man was able to go do this. And the other question that I'm asking is, How close was the family? How close was the nephew? How close was they? Because soon when the man died, an unknown man was able to gain access and went straight to work. What's really going on? How? Leave a comment and let me know what y'all think about that. Ain't it strange how soon when this man loses his life, somebody that don't even know him or the family don't even know him was able to do this? Did he know this man? Did Evans Lee Brown Jr. know this man? Did the family know something that they didn't know? Was it something that the family didn't even know at all? Did he talk to Evan Lee Brown Jr.? Because how in the world was he comfortable to do this? How did he know anything about this man's estate? How did he know anything about going to the funeral home and getting this man cremated and etc.? How was he able to do that? I'm trying to figure that out. That's the question there. Leave a comment and let me know what y'all think about that. Ain't that weird? And this is one thing that the man did not have. The man, this is what they granted that you should have. There were 3 documents that you should have before you pass away: a will, a medical directive, and a financial power of attorney. This man had none of that. That's why this man was able to do what he did. There was nothing. The man didn't have a will, an attorney, the medical directive, none of that. It's just laying out there. Anybody probably could have stole anything from this man, could have stole this man's identity and just went red shock with it. Anybody could have did this. So I encourage you, get a will, get a medical directive, and get a financial power of attorney. If you own anything, if you own a house, put your children in it. If you're with your wife, put your wife in it. And you might be saying to yourself, I don't want my wife to have this or that. You ought not be with somebody that you don't trust. That when you leave, that you can leave something to them. Why are you with this person? You need to leave them right now if you feel like you can't trust them. And you're worried about she gonna be with another man or he gonna be with another woman. You're gonna be dead. It don't even matter. Somebody need to have access to your inheritance, your estate when you leave. So I encourage you, get a will, get a medical directive, and also a financial power of attorney. Because you see what this man here did. Straight trash, took over this family inheritance, hurting this family. They're already hurting. This family probably could have took the money in the assets, in the estate, and did wonders with this stuff. Probably could have broke them out of a generational curse. I'm not saying that they broke or anything, but this could have helped the family out in many ways. But you got people like this that's taking advantage of people like this each and every day. People like this taking advantage of your grandmothers, your grandfathers, a lot of people in your family, even your mother and your father that's not even old. Even if they're old, you got people out there each and every day that are committing fraud. And what this man here did was committed fraud. He should be prosecuted. I'm with the nephew on this. Prosecute this man, lock him up, put him in prison, throw away the key. Because this here is straight wrong. I don't condone with this. I don't agree with this. This man needs to go to jail for a long, long, long time. But the justice system we have today don't care. They even got some here in Texas that if you move someone in your home and they stay with you 6 months, they call it common law marriage. You can't just kick them out your house. without even taking them to court. Stupid. Dumb. So I advise you not to move someone in your house if they're not on your lease. Men should never move in a woman's house without being on the lease. A woman should never move in a man's house without being on the lease. You are setting yourself up for failure. Leave a comment. Like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel, because this here is truly tragic and it's stupid, and something needs to be done with this. I don't know what's going on in the Lithonia County in Lithonia, Georgia. Something needs to be done about this. This man died in 2022. And the family, it took them a whole year to even try to figure out what was going on. Once they got to the plate, all the food was gone. Sad. Such a shame. Y'all have a good one, and y'all have a blessed one. And remember, get you a will, a medical directive, and a financial power of attorney. Get all those dots in a row, or all those ducks in a row, however you want to say it. Get these things. Have a good one. Have a blessed one. And be careful out there, because there's a lot of fraud that's going on out there. Be careful. Have a good one. Have a blessed one. Holla at you.